4 dangerous vegetables to avoid to protect your brain after 60. You've been told for decades that vegetables are the cornerstone of a healthy diet, the one food group you can eat without a second thought. But what if a few common vegetables, the very ones you put into your soup or salad, contain silent toxins that can trigger brain inflammation, shrink your memory center, and accelerate cognitive decline by over 25%? This isn't about allergies. It's a dangerous hidden truth. We're going to expose why millions of seniors are eating foods they think are helping their body, but are actually causing silent damage to their most vital organ, the brain. This is a problem of insidious compounds that most people are completely unaware of. If you've been noticing a little more brain fog, or feeling that your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be, this video is for you. We'll show you how to protect your mind by making a few simple but crucial changes to your diet. In this video, we'll reveal the 4 most dangerous vegetables you must avoid to protect your brain after 60, ranked from least to most toxic. And then we'll show you a powerful combination of 3 vegetables that can actually boost your brain health. The number 1 vegetable on our list is a staple in most kitchens, and its danger has only recently been uncovered by modern science. But first, what vegetables do you eat most often in your diet? Please share your thoughts in the comments below because we're reading and replying to each and every comment. Starting our list at number 4, we have bell peppers. Considered a healthy and vibrant addition to any meal, the danger lies in a specific compound that few people know about. We're often told to eat the rainbow, and bell peppers are a great way to do that. But what if their color hides a silent threat to your cognitive health? The reason bell peppers can be dangerous is a natural compound called solanin. It's a type of glycoalkaloid, a bitter compound produced by nightshade plants like potatoes and tomatoes. While solanin is the plant's way of protecting itself from predators, for an aging body with a more vulnerable gut, it can become a serious issue. When you eat foods containing solanin, it can trigger an inflammatory response in your gut. For most healthy, young individuals, this is a non-issue. But for those over 60, who often have a less robust gut lining, this inflammation can breach the gut-brain barrier. The result? A flood of inflammatory signals that reach your brain, causing everything from brain fog and fatigue to more serious cognitive issues. This inflammatory process is particularly risky for seniors. As we age, our brains become more susceptible to damage from inflammation. Solanin-induced inflammation can attack the delicate neural networks, impairing communication between brain cells and leading to a measurable decline in memory and focus. Think of your brain's neurons as a series of interconnected highways. Chronic, low-grade inflammation from a source like solanin is like constant road closures, making it harder for messages to get through. While the amounts of solanin in a single bell pepper are small, for a sensitive gut, this constant exposure can lead to chronic low-grade neuroinflammation, a state of persistent brain swelling that contributes to long-term cognitive decline. A 2018 review published in the Journal of Neurology highlighted the growing evidence linking gut inflammation to neurodegenerative diseases, making the solanin in bell peppers a real concern. The takeaway? Bell peppers, while rich in vitamins, can be a hidden source of inflammation for the aging brain. The next vegetable on our list is an American classic, a versatile food that is far more common and far more dangerous than you ever suspect. At number 3, we have a popular and versatile food, corn. You'll find it in salads, on the cob at every summer barbecue, and as a key ingredient in many processed foods. We've been led to believe that this golden food is a healthy source of fiber and energy, but its impact on your brain is far from sweet. For many, corn is an unsuspecting contributor to cognitive decline. The real danger with corn, particularly in the United States, isn't the corn itself. It's what's been done to it. The vast majority of corn grown here is genetically modified and heavily sprayed with pesticides like glyphosate. This powerful chemical is designed to kill weeds, but it also causes significant harm to the delicate balance of bacteria in your gut. Your gut contains trillions of microorganisms that form your microbiome, and it's directly linked to your brain through a two-way superhighway called the gut-brain axis. When glyphosate disrupts this microbial ecosystem, it triggers inflammation. And that inflammation doesn't stay confined to your digestive system. It travels directly to your brain. This is especially concerning for seniors. A disrupted gut microbiome can lead to a reduced production of crucial neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which are vital for mood regulation, focus, and memory. Have you ever felt a little more sluggish or moody after a meal? It could be your gut sending distress signals to your brain. The misconception that a little corn is harmless is a dangerous one. For an aging gut and an already vulnerable brain, this constant inflammatory signal from a steady diet of pesticide-laden corn can have a devastating cumulative effect. A 2020 review in the journal Nutrients highlighted the clear link between glyphosate exposure, gut dysbiosis, and neuroinflammation. So it's not the food itself, but the chemicals it carries that pose a threat to your cognitive health. This cumulative exposure creates a constant state of low-grade inflammation that gradually wears down your brain's defenses. Now, if you think corn is a surprising threat, the number 2 vegetable on our list is an even more common staple, one you likely eat several times a week. Next on our list, at number 2, is the humble potato. A staple in almost every cuisine, it's considered a safe, comforting food that has nourished populations for centuries. You'll find it mashed on a holiday table, fried at a diner, or baked with a sprinkle of cheese. But its true impact on your brain is anything but comforting. This seemingly innocent root vegetable can wreak havoc on your cognitive health. The primary danger of potatoes is their extremely high glycemic index. When you cook a potato, especially by mashing, baking, or frying it, its starches are rapidly broken down into simple sugars. This causes a massive, rapid spike in your blood sugar. In response, your body releases a flood of insulin, but this constant roller coaster of blood sugar levels does more than just stress your pancreas. It leads to the creation of harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs are sticky proteins that can bind to your cells and tissues, causing damage and inflammation throughout your body, including your brain. They are a major contributor to neuroinflammation and cellular decay. For seniors, this is a significant concern. The brain's delicate neural networks are particularly vulnerable to the damaging effects of AGEs. These compounds can essentially gum up the communication between brain cells, leading to a breakdown in cognitive function. This process is directly linked to an acceleration of age-related memory loss and other forms of cognitive decline. For centuries, potatoes were a reliable source of calories for laborers and farmers, providing the energy needed for physically demanding lives. But in today's world of more sedentary lifestyles and processed foods, a food once seen as a source of energy has become a major contributor to brain aging inflammation. A study from the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease pointed to the link between high blood glucose levels and the formation of AGEs in the brain, suggesting a direct pathway to cognitive impairment. So, while potatoes can be a great source of potassium and other nutrients, their effect on your blood sugar make them a dangerous choice for anyone trying to protect their brain after 60. The next vegetable on our list, our number one offender, is the most surprising one of all. It's a vegetable so small and seemingly healthy, you'd never believe it could cause serious brain damage. And finally, at number one, the most shocking vegetable on our list, peas. This little green vegetable, a symbol of health and vitality, hides a secret compound that can cause serious brain damage after 60. You see them in stir-fries, in soups, and as a simple side dish. We're taught from childhood that peas are a healthy, nutritious food, but for the aging brain, they can become a silent threat. The secret ingredient in peas is a compound called L-DOPA. Now, you might recognize that name. L-DOPA is a precursor to dopamine and is famously used as a drug to treat Parkinson's disease. In a controlled pharmaceutical dose, L-DOPA can be life-changing. But in its natural form from food, particularly for an aging brain, it can be problematic. When you consume an uncontrolled, food-based source of L-DOPA, it can interfere with your brain's delicate chemistry. Your brain doesn't have a way to regulate the sudden influx, leading to an excess of dopamine. This can cause oxidative stress in your brain cells, which is a major cause of neurodegeneration and cell death. For seniors, the danger here is the unpredictability and sensitivity of an aging brain to this compound. Everyone's brain chemistry is different, and an unregulated dose of L-DOPA from a steady diet of peas can have unforeseen and damaging consequences. It's a risk most people are completely unaware they're taking. I had one patient, a 68-year-old woman named Evadne, who began experiencing severe brain fog, tremors, and a general lack of motor control. After extensive testing, we discovered her diet was very high in peas. The uncontrolled L-DOPA was causing a subtle but damaging effect on her brain chemistry. When we removed peas from her diet, her symptoms began to improve significantly. A 2013 study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry confirmed the presence of L-DOPA in common green peas and highlighted its potential for unintended biological effects. This makes peas a vegetable we have been told is a symbol of health, the most dangerous vegetable on our list for anyone over 60. It's a direct hit on the very chemistry that keeps your brain functioning properly. But don't worry, because now that you know what to avoid, it's time to talk about the solution. What vegetables should you be eating? Now that you know the 4 vegetables to avoid, you're probably wondering what you should be eating. The secret to protecting your brain isn't about restriction, it's about making smarter choices. The secret isn't just in one vegetable. but in a powerful brain-boosting trinity of three delicious common vegetables that work together to protect your mind and improve cognitive function. These vegetables don't just sit there, they actively fight to keep your brain healthy. The three brain-boosting powerhouses are broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. You might notice a theme here. They are all part of the cruciferous vegetable family. What makes them so powerful is not just their individual nutrient profiles, but their synergistic effect. When you eat them together, they create a protective shield for your brain. These vegetables are rich in a compound called sulforaphane. This isn't just a simple antioxidant. It's a potent anti-inflammatory agent that can cross the blood-brain barrier. Even better, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts don't just fight inflammation, they also enhance your body's natural detoxification processes. They activate a powerful pathway called the NRF2 pathway, which is like a command center for your cells. It tells your body to produce its own antioxidants and protective enzymes, shielding your brain cells from the oxidative stress that peas and potatoes can cause. This isn't a passive benefit. It's an active, cellular-level defense system. Imagine preparing a simple meal. You can take a head of cauliflower and roast it with some olive oil, a side of lightly steamed broccoli, and a handful of pan-seared Brussels sprouts. By simply putting these three vegetables on your plate, you're not just getting fiber and vitamins, you're giving your brain a powerful triple-threat defense. The sulforaphane is reducing inflammation, while the other compounds are activating your body's internal protective mechanisms. This combination works to repair and protect your neural networks, keeping your memory sharp and your mind clear. It's a simple, delicious way to take back control of your cognitive health.
Knowing which vegetables to eat is only half the battle. You could be eating the perfect brain-boosting trinity of broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, but if you're making these three common mistakes, you're still silently destroying your brain. These habits, especially among seniors, are so subtle you might not even realize the damage they are causing. Mistake number 3, the wrong cooking methods. Our third mistake is using the wrong cooking methods for vegetables. It's a habit many of us have. We cook our food the way we've always cooked it, without a second thought. But how you prepare your vegetables can be just as important as which ones you choose. High-heat cooking methods like deep frying, grilling, or even charring can create harmful inflammatory compounds. When you expose vegetables to very high temperatures, their sugars and proteins can react, forming those same damaging advanced glycation end products or AGEs we discussed earlier. This process not only introduces new toxins, but also destroys the very nutrients you're trying to get. For instance, overboiling vegetables is a widespread habit. It might seem harmless, but crucial water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B vitamins, which are vital for brain function, can leach out into the water you then pour down the drain. You're left with a soft, nutrient-depleted vegetable that offers little benefit to your brain. Similarly, frying vegetables in common cooking oils like corn, sunflower, or soybean oil introduces high levels of inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. While we need some omega-6s, the modern diet is completely unbalanced, and an excess can fuel the very neuroinflammation we are trying to avoid. It's a simple mistake with a significant impact on your brain's health. Making a few gentle shifts in the kitchen can have a huge payoff for your brain. Instead of frying, try steaming their vegetables. Steaming preserves their delicate nutrients and colors without adding inflammatory fats. Lightly sautéing with a healthy fat like extra virgin olive oil is another excellent choice, as it adds beneficial antioxidants and healthy fats without the high heat damage. These simple changes ensure that the powerful brain-boosting compounds in your vegetables make it to your brain intact, keeping it happy and healthy for years to come.
Mistake number 2. The hidden sugars trap. The second mistake that's silently destroying your brain is consuming vegetables with hidden sugars. You might think you're making a healthy choice by grabbing a pre-made salad dressing or a can of vegetable soup, but many of these products are a dangerous trap. Manufacturers often sneak in high amounts of added sugar to make products taste better, and this sugar can completely negate the health benefits of the vegetables you're eating. This isn't the small amount of sugar either. It's a significant dose that can cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar. This blood sugar spike is a serious problem for your brain. It triggers a burst of inflammation and contributes to brain fog, fatigue, and a decline in cognitive function. The danger is that this happens every time you eat one of these products, creating a chronic pattern of inflammation that takes a heavy toll on your brain over time. It's a double whammy of inflammatory damage, and it can be hard to spot if you're not looking closely. Don't be fooled by labels that say healthy vegetable soup or light dressing. A single can of soup might contain more sugar than a cookie, and that sugar, combined with the other ingredients in the meal, creates a perfect storm of inflammatory damage to your brain. To avoid this trap, you have to become a label detective. Always check the ingredients list for added sugars, high fructose corn syrup, and other sweeteners. A simple switch to making your own dressings and sauces at home can make a world of difference. All it takes is a little olive oil, lemon juice, and some herbs to create a delicious and brain-friendly dressing. By taking control of what goes into your food, you eliminate the hidden sugars that cause blood sugar spikes and inflammation. This one change ensures that your vegetables are actually nourishing your brain, not damaging it. Mistake number 1. Ignoring the gut-brain connection. The most overlooked and dangerous mistake of all, at number 1, is not supporting your gut health. We've already seen how corn, with its pesticides, can damage the gut, but this goes far beyond just one food. An unhealthy gut microbiome, the complex ecosystem of trillions of bacteria in your digestive system, is directly linked to mental health issues, brain fog, and a higher risk of neurodegeneration. Most people think of the gut as a place where food is digested, but it's so much more than that. It's a second brain, and its health is absolutely critical for a sharp, clear mind. The real danger here is that an unhealthy gut can send constant inflammatory signals to your brain. Your gut is connected to your brain via a superhighway called the gut-brain axis, a two-way communication system. When your gut microbiome is imbalanced, when the bad bacteria outnumber the good, it sends inflammatory messages directly to your brain, causing it to slow down and become more vulnerable to damage. This isn't a slow, subtle process. It's a constant barrage of negative signals that can lead to chronic brain fog and a measurable decline in cognitive function. Think of the gut-brain axis as an emergency phone line. A healthy gut sends positive, calming messages,
An unhealthy gut sends a steady stream of distress signals, keeping your brain in a state of high alert and inflammation. Fortunately, it's not difficult to support your gut and, by extension, your brain. Introducing a small amount of fermented food into your diet daily is a powerful and easy way to nourish your gut. A small bowl of plain, unsweetened yogurt, a little bit of sauerkraut, or a spoonful of kimchi can introduce a fresh dose of beneficial bacteria to your gut. These foods help rebalance your microbiome, reducing the inflammatory signals and allowing your brain to function at its best. This simple habit supports a healthy gut, which, in turn, nourishes your brain, protecting you from cognitive decline and helping you feel sharper and more focused every day.
We've covered a lot of ground today, and I hope this information has given you a new perspective on how to protect your most vital organ. We began by exposing the 4 vegetables you must avoid: bell peppers with their inflammatory solanine, corn with its pesticide-laden toxins, potatoes with their blood sugar-spiking AGEs, and the most surprising of all, peas with their brain-damaging L-DOPA. But it's not just about what you avoid. We also revealed the powerful brain-boosting trinity of broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, a trio of cruciferous vegetables that actively fight inflammation and protect your brain. Finally, we looked at the 3 common habits that can silently sabotage your cognitive health, using high-heat cooking methods that destroy nutrients, falling for the hidden sugar trap in pre-made foods, and, most importantly, ignoring your gut health. The good news is that you have the power to protect your brain and memory. By making a few simple daily choices, you can dramatically reduce your risk of cognitive decline and keep your mind sharp for years to come. Your brain's future isn't a matter of luck. It's a matter of choice. What's one change you're going to make to protect your brain? Let us know in the comments.